What is good, Ape Nation? It's your boy Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only AMC stock and what happened today. I'm also going to do some technical analysis and talk about what I expect to be happening for next week, and will we see an AMC huge reversal next week? Is the squeeze about to start? What should you be looking at? Now, before I say anything about AMC, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire ape community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you will not only qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each is up to $3,500, but you're also going to qualify for free real-time level 2 data with $0 in trading commissions. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So this is AMC. It's currently in the red, down about 0.55% for the day, closing at $17.97. Once again, a little bit below $18. Now, let's look at the moving averages and compare them to how AMC moved today. And you guys can see we had some good action. Like we ran up to 1856, but we didn't close above 21 or 20 or even 18, guys. We actually closed below that. So that in turn was not the perfect sign that we wanted. But remember, guys, this is one of the things you have to remember about AMC. There's two things to look at. Okay, if we closed super high this week, it would have been awesome. But if we don't close super high this week, which is what ended up happening, we didn't close high. So it's still not bad because we're still one day closer to the MOAS. The MOAS is still on the table, guys. Shorts have not covered, nothing has changed. So what's on with the price action right now? And I want to talk about something very significant, something that a lot of people have not been looking at. This is AMC's chart, right? Look at this right here. When AMC was running up, people talk about this gap right here at like I believe it's like right here. I'm not sure if my chart is showing it right here. There's this gap that people were talking about. That would be the 1650 to $1680 mark. That's where that gap was when AMC was running up to 72, right? So a lot of people were saying, oh, if AMC touches the gap there, we're going to explode. Well, something happened. We actually dipped below the gap at 1622. That shows that, look, correlation does not mean causation, and you can't always just make a connection with every little dot in this puzzle and then say that means AMC will explode. Here's how I want to look at AMC, guys. It looks bullish as hell, in my opinion. And I'm going to talk about why. So, for the short term, yeah, it's going to probably drop. And because it didn't reverse when we touched the gap, guys, because we dipped a little below it, that's an indicator that we could dip a little bit more from here on out, guys. But even though we're dipping, guys, we're still following this pattern right here. Now, I know I'm using Webull and TradingView, but hear me out, guys. It's very, very useful and helpful. And I still see us still following this. Now, I may have to readjust my lines a little bit because I don't exactly know to how low we're going to dip to, right? But we are still following this wedge pretty well. I haven't adjusted anything since I last recorded this video or a video like this. It's still following it well. It's bouncing up and down and up and down. And it does look like we're going to get hit a little bit aggressively from right here. That's something typical that happens in these falling wedges, right? Right over here, this line right here, it's way more aggressive. That's typical. That's normal. That's something that ends up playing out. Now, how do I see this moving and why do I think it's going to reverse? And that's because of the fact that the shorts haven't covered and the situation in which the market is in, such as the SEC becoming a little bit more stricter on shorting, and also what's going on with the Fed, guys. I mean, the Fed is going to be making some major announcements probably on the 25th through the 26th of January, and these in turn could definitely affect the entire market and AMC as a whole. Now, we do need to talk about this right here, which is affecting AMC, and that's the SPY, guys. Look at the SPY. The SPY is very, very prominent right now. Look at how the SPY has been moving over the past year. As you guys can see, we've been kind of moving up and up and up and up. And from the 150 MA, guys, this thing was acting as like a kind of a support level for any time this thing had a drop. And then quite recently, we dipped below that. We dipped below it. So now we're on the verge of seeing this true correction. And the SPY is looking a little bit bearish going into next week because there's a lot of panic right now. Now, one of the things that happens in the stock market is when the Fed ends up raising the federal funds rates. So they do that so that they can end up raising interest rates as a result of that, because the Fed is not raising interest rates, they're raising the federal funds rates, which in turn causes interest rates to go up. But when the Fed does that, oftentimes the market reacts a little bit slowly, causing a bit of a sell-off after, right? That's what's happened in 2008. That's what happened in like 2018. What's happening in this market is, and this is what I'm theorizing, what's happening in the market is there's so many positions that were over leveraged. There was so much money that was actually printed out to cause the S&P to run that there was a limit to it, and we're hitting that limit. So what's happening is when the news comes out that the Fed is going to be raising rates, and once we know the extent at which they're doing it, the market is most likely going to tank. It's already tanking before they did it, and they're expected to do this in March, where it's still a few months away. So if you guys are scared right now, the S&P may continue to dip even harder, guys, like really hard. I'm talking below 400 down to the 300s, maybe even lower than that in the upcoming months. So what's happening is as the S&P starts to dip before rates are risen, the entire market is kind of like panicky and kind of, I would say, uncertain, right? There's a lot of uncertainty that's associated with the market. I mean, we're seeing Tesla dip, Neo dip. A lot of companies are dipping. AMC is getting caught in this. AMC is part of the Russell 2000, I believe, and it gets caught. It's basically dragged down. It's like there's an anchor. AMC is like a ship, and there's like an anchor that's bringing it down. Even though AMC is fundamentally getting better, nothing AMC has done that's wrong, and there's nothing that apes have done that's necessarily bad for the company. Us buying and holding is, if anything, improving it. It's making the fundamentals stronger, and it's going to increase the odds of a big reversal. So why am I still bullish for AMC? Like I told you guys, short term, this thing could continue to drop. We dropped below that gap. We're probably going to continue to drop to maybe 15, or at least this is what many technical indicators are showing. I could bring up the MACD, show you the same thing. Look at this right here. We're seeing, another bearish amount of momentum that's forming right here. This bearish momentum means AMC is getting hit hard. And it's going to continue to drop a little bit more. But the thing is, we're almost at the climax. We're almost near the end of this drop. And the reason I think that is because we're kind of coming to the end of this falling wedge. Now, we could continue to drop for another couple of weeks and be prepared for that. And on top of that, guys, I don't know how low the hedge funds are going to bring it down, because they could really push this thing down. I don't know. I don't exactly know now. I don't know how low it's going to go. Just know that it's going to continue to drop, but eventually it's going to have a big reversal once we hit the end of it. And there's a lot of FUD right now. There are a lot of bots on YouTube channels. There's a lot of people saying AMC is about to crash. It's the end. Guys, it's going to reverse, in my opinion, once the market really takes a hit and once we really see interest rates go up. I believe that the apes buying and holding is going to pay out. And the reason for that is because there's still so many people buying, and these institutions that are over leveraged that depend on other factors such as Evergrande, they depended on Chinese money to really use that money as collateral when they take these risks. The risk assessment of AMC is probably going to go up over time, and as the share price goes down, lots of institutions and hedge funds that were shorting this thing for so long are going to be incentivized to start covering. So it's going to lead to a domino effect, in my opinion, and it still looks very bullish. I still think a lot of people are going to see AMC as a safe haven during this like recession. And on top of that, I see a lot of money pumping into it over time, especially from other positions. So don't be worried, guys. Don't be too afraid just yet. Just hold on tight. And I'm not giving financial advice, by the way, but just hold on tight, because many indicators are showing we're going to see maybe there's high divergence right now, but it's going to have a very strong level of reversal very soon. Now, I don't know exactly when. It could happen next week. At any given moment, this thing could run up to hundreds of dollars a share, leading to thousands during the MOAS. It could happen at any given moment. It's just a matter of when. Not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So that's what I have for this one, guys. Remain patient. Just be very patient. And this is also a very good dip buying opportunity, in my opinion. A lot of apes bought in at like, I don't know, $50, $40, $70. A lot of apes bought in really high. My average is actually like in the 30s, because I've been buying this thing like crazy. I was buying this thing in early 2021. And then I was also buying in June. I've been buying the entire time, guys. Every month I just keep buying more and more and more, which is why my average kind of like went up, and it continues to like stay a little bit high. But to me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because my average is going to drop significantly. I'm going to keep loading up on more shares. And eventually, I do presume we're going to see a big reversal. That's what I have for this one. AMC is looking pretty bullish right now. It's just a matter of when do we see the reversal start. It's a matter of when. So that's what I have it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remain patient, guys, and don't worry about the share price right now. The shorts haven't covered, and this thing still has insane bullish potential, in my opinion. I thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. AMC to the moon, and peace out.